Just the instrumental and shit.
Oh,
Mm.
if you playing something like that, I can't hear it. Can you hear me out?
Yeah, I can got on.
I said, if you playing some music, I can't hear it.
Can hear
Nope.
it. Shalom, shalom, Israel. This is Precinct Officer Ma'ai Shiala out of the ISUBK Atlanta, man. We got Captain Dog Bar in the building, sir. Can you hear me? You real scratchy right now, sir. You real scratchy. We got Captain K, the Dog Bar in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We always here. We back like we never left, man. This is the STATL Connect, man. What we doing? We always bridging the gap, man, to wake our people up, man. We always bridging the gap, wake our people up, bringing out some heavy topics. You know what I'm saying? Waking our people up to show us that, hey, man, y'all are the real true Jews of the Bible, man. This is what we do, man. We do it all throughout the week. This is our job. We love doing it. Glad to have y'all here, man. Let's get it on, Cap. Yeah. So look, this episode right here is horror in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is a heavy topic for me sometimes because I look out the window and you can see our people being destroyed, man. And at times we destroy ourselves, man. You know, don't get it twisted. The oppressor definitely helps destroy us as well, but sometimes we do it ourselves too, man. So we got to we got to get into the ISUPK and the Commander Jenny Hanna, man, and learn how to love each other, man, and learn how to take care of each other, and learn how to stop destroying our communities, man. It's a crazy thing, Cap. I just did a clip not too long ago about Ti and Boosie. They went to their son's video shoot. They sons were shooting a video together, and they had all guns in the video and stuff like that. And Ti and Boosie went out there and was like, "Hey man, y'all take the guns out the video." You know what I'm saying? Take them guns out the video, man. And that's something that needs to be taught to these young brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? They think the first thing you need to do when you have a problem with anything is you need to go get you a gun and unalive a brother, man. And that's not the way. That's not what we do. That's not how we do. That's not how we run things. But we'll talk about, situations in our hood where people are always getting unalive. for stupid reasons, crazy reasons, man. It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make any sense when it you know what I'm saying, for our people. So like Cap, you got something?
Real quick, mic check. How I sound?
You sound too wild, sir. Let me turn up a little bit.
Good now.
You sound too wild. Yeah, you sound too wild, sir. Yeah. Yep, you
Okay.
sound
Okay.
you sound good. Yeah, so we just waking up our people, man. Let them know what's going on in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Horror in the hood, because we can be our own. We can be our own scary monsters in our communities, man. We can be our own scary monsters, man. You can watch all the movies in the world that you want to, but the real monster could be a family member in your household. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand it to be a monster. What you say, Cal? Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. You got the clock.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get into a little bit, man. We got a few articles that we're gonna bring out. You know what I'm saying? And explain, like, we can be a horror to our own hood, man. We do it to our own people, but we gotta understand that we have to love our people, and you know what I'm saying? Clean up our neighborhoods, man. We gotta start with us first, man. We can't love everybody and do everything that they want us to do. We gotta start with cleaning our own stuff up first. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these shows are for. You know what I'm saying? That's what these classes are for. Under Commander Yohana, man, I'm telling you, he's waking up brothers, man, to teach our people, man, and that's what we're gonna do. So we can get into this first article. It's a crazy article to me, man. I was skimming over it just a minute ago, and it's talking about a grandmother, man, a grandma, man, your grandma. This is your grandma, man. A grandmother accused of shooting her grandchild. uh she's been set on bond for $1.5 million, man. She shot her grandchild in the face for no reason. No reason at all, man. So let's get into it a little bit. It says a 43-year-old Ohio grandmother admitted to shooting her 6-month-old granddaughter in the eye in a shocking case in which the baby miraculously survived, man. Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ, that baby survived through this heinous crime that her grandmother did, man. Who knows what this grandmother was on, man? Who knows what she was going through? Nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? And then it says her name is Mia Desiree Harris, 43, pled guilty to a felonious assault on Tuesday. Online court records show 2 charges relating to alleged assaults on other family members was dismissed. So she assaulted other family members as well, but she took her aggression out on an innocent child that's 6 months, years old. They can't run. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. But you wanted to take your time to take it out on this child, man. The series of events began on December 9th. Deputies responded to the 6800 block in Dodgeview Court in Liberty Township and 25 north of Cincinnati for a report of an infant being shot. The Butler County Sheriff Office said in the news release. All right, let's keep rolling. It says someone shot your baby. This is the 911 call. They calling in. This is the 911. Someone shot your baby. The 911 operator asked the station reporter. Yes, Lord, please save my baby, she replied. As a law and crime previously reported, first responders located the victim, who appeared to have suffered a gunshot wound to the head, man. This is a baby that we talking about here, man. This is horror in our hoods, man. This is horror. This is what black people have to go to, and they suffer because they don't know the scripture. They don't know the Bible. They figure that there's no help for them. This is some of the things that they do, man. In Butler County, Sheriff Richard Jones told local Fox affiliate that the baby was shot in the eye. The child was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Yeah, this is crazy, Cap. This is wild. This is wild, Cap. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, Kamala Khan. Yeah, Kamala Khan, sir.
Let's get-
Yeah,
let's get-
so the
get
baby.
on. I didn't catch the whole thing behind the shooting. What was it that she was shooting at the other family members and got mad at them, and baby got hit and a couple families with crossfire, or was this something that she just snapped out or lost her mind? What happened? What they said the reason was for the shooting?
They didn't give a definite reason. So hopefully we can get into the article, but they didn't give a definite reason. But they were saying that she did shoot at other family members, and the only one that didn't have nowhere to go was a 6-year-old in the crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she couldn't get nobody else. So she got somebody that could not do anything else. The baby, it's a baby, 6 month old, 6 months, and you shoot him in the head. She shot the baby in the head, shot him in the eye. Miraculously, like they said, the baby did survive, man. It's in critical condition. It says her condition was since improved beyond expectations. The Journal News reported the infant victim was not the only family member Harris allegedly attempted to harm. During the incident, Harris shot at several family members before intentionally shooting the child. The sheriff's office wrote in the release, a copy of the criminal complaint filed in Butler County Area 2 Court states that Harris also knowingly caused serious physical harm to another victim, whose name is redacted, by striking the person in the face with a fist. So she in here wilding out, Cap. She in here fighting everybody, and she just got super frustrated where she had to go get a pistol. She had to go get a pistol. She started shooting at the family members. Everybody ran out the house, and the only one that was left in the house was the baby.
And then she said she wasn't even sorry for it.
No, she wasn't even sorry for it. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting to this. Yeah.
This is ridiculous, man. And we are destroying ourselves. This is something that, like what you said at the beginning of the show. Yeah, our president, he does things to us. That's more reason for us not to mistreat one another. You know what I mean? We already got the so-called white man oppressing us at every doggone angle, unalive us whenever he feel like it. Pull you over, claim you had a gun, you didn't. Ain't blow your brains out. The sister Sonya Massey needed some mental help and threw a pot of hot water at him, and then he blasted her. We can go on and on and on about this. Matter of fact, real quick, I ain't trying to get off the subject.
No, go ahead, Cap. Go ahead, Cap. Rock it out. You know what I'm saying?
Earlier today, we was on the topic on Clubhouse about, this country and how murderous it has been to our people, and how it kind of the conversation stemmed from the brother Marcellus Johnson, I believe his name is.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too, Cap. Yeah,
they heard Missouri. Yeah, he sat and waited 23 years or whatever it was. We put it down, and they claimed that they didn't actually have any DNA evidence. I think I'm gonna go over this on Sunday, but it's a lot of conflicting things in this brother's case, and but this is what's still the conversation, where it comes from today. And we were going over. It was two brothers. There was one that was supposed to be a cop, and the other one, I guess, was just a something. We'll just say something nice to say. So he turned around. We got this black cop. We got a black sellout in the room, and the only thing they could think of to talk about was the things that black people do, right? And how black people are criminals. The brother said, "Yeah, we get trained, to scope out a criminal, and we research different things, this and that. And if you sag your pants, if you turn your hat backwards, if you're wearing a hoodie, all these different things that don't mean that you are a criminal. You know what I mean? But this is what the cop and the brother was focused on. So me and it was another brother. He from St. Louis too. He was in the room, and we brought up so many different I mean, it was insane. Like, I mean, we could have kept going too. It's not like we were done. But me and him brought up a lot of incidents to where the person did not fit the description, right? How it wasn't a person sagging a pants. It wasn't a person that had a hat turned back. It wasn't a person that, was up on the corner, a car pulled up, and because this is what the brothers claim was, is that white people only set up those kind of people. They only target the ones standing on the corners and the ones that's dealing the drugs and what, brother. All of us is a target in this place. You understand? And we finally got the cop to admit it. The cop finally admitted it because we kept bringing out so many different stories. He couldn't help but admit it, right? So many of our people, man, that, like I said, just don't even fit the description, and have been unalive. Like one incident, it's a brother here in this building, in our school building, named Zaki Barudi. He ended up protesting with this sister. She was a nurse. She got off work late, and in Lackland County, right, there's on this one street in this one area, it's completely dark and they got no lights. And the police try to pull the sister over in that area. The sister was smart. She said, I ain't stopping here. She went and stopped at the 7-Eleven. You understand? To where it was light, there was people working. It was dark. But at least somebody is present, And soon as the cop got the car, he snatched her out the car, threw her up against her hood, lifted her skirt off, started playing with this woman's vagina, and turned around and, slightly, roughed up. I'm going to say beat her up, but he ain't really like beat her up, but he turned around and he beat her. That is what it is. You understand? And to this day, this sister said that she is so scared, so terrified. She's an older sister too, man. She said she had to start wearing, how older folks, when they have like uncontrollable bowels. You understand? When they control the bowels, start wearing pampers. That's how she said she was. Is to that point she had to start wearing an adult diaper, all because she was just terrified. You understand? She was completely terrified after what this cop did to her. Mind you, she is the wife of an ex-cop. She's the wife of an ex-cop. And the reason I'm bringing this out is because check it out. Those brothers in that room really thought, well, one of them said, that the cop said that there is no reward for him being for his people. Said no reward, right? He even admitted that he gets mistreated by law enforcement himself. He finally came on around and started telling the truth. Because I had brought out a story about a cop here in North St. Louis that turned around and went to help. It was a car accident outside of his house, and he went to go help the victims. And he put on his gun and his badge. He had his badge hanging around his neck, like we do with the Shield of David. He had it hanging from his neck. And as he was sitting there in between two white officers talking to them. Another white officer pulled up, saw him, and said, "Gun," and shot this brother in his chest and almost killed him. What was sad about that story was this brother said ever since the first day of him working on the force, he has experienced racism, because they asked him, do they think that this was a racial attack on him? Do he think this white cop shot him? Was he racist? Right? And so this brother that was in that room had no choice but to admit, and he started saying, yeah, I get profiled too. They when I'm off duty, they, big black man got a gun, all this they do. So he's not exempt, but the thing that he had said was what he was doing for him and himself and his family was like trying to secure a spot when your spot ain't secure. You understand?
Right.
Your spot ain't secure.
And check this out.
And I asked him, I said, so by you, you know, there's no reward for you, you know, serving your own people, since you serve white people and they mistreat you as you just admitted to. I said, what's your reward with them? You know what he did? He brought it back on black people. He brought it back on Hispanic people. He brought it back on us for how we act and what, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is what I'm saying is, with all of that, with all of the racism, all of the unaliving, all of the attacks, this is the last thing that we should be doing to one another. You understand? We should not be unaliving each other. I mean, damn, the grandbabies, like Whitney Houston said in that song, the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. They're the next ones coming up. We need them. You understand? Because when we get old, we're going to need somebody to come and make us some breakfast and serve it to us in the rocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be sitting in the rocket. Look, hey, I used to talk about my mama for watching the soap operas. Oh, look, it's our turn. We're going to be watching soap operas. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. You know, I'm younger than you, so you might get there.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Look, hey, I sit there and watch soap operas with y'all. You understand me? If I'm real, soap operas with your real. Because, hey, you know, we the future. You supposed to teach me well because I'm younger than you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you on game. I'm gonna get you on game.
But serious though, you know, like I said, this crime right here. When I saw this, I was like, God. And then the woman says she's not even sorry about it. Yeah. Like this has got to change, and we have got to stop mistreating, using and abusing. What else we like to say in the hood? Dogging each other out. What's another one we like to say? Whatever it is, you understand? We got to put an end to this. We have to absolutely stop. You understand? With all of the crimes that we commit against one another, we got somebody that commit enough crime. You understand? For every damn race in the world. Right. White people have committed more crimes than the law allows. We should not be right behind them committing crimes to one another. We should actually be holding each other down. You know what I mean? Right. So I just mentioned that, you know, because like I said, I just wanted to bring that point out, you know, since you had said what you had said when you opened, and then, you know, I was just sitting here thinking, and I'm sitting here listening to this article, and I thought about what happened earlier, and it's just sad that the mindset that we are in, to where this is the only thing that we can think of is to destroy one another. Yeah. You know, what the sister say in one video, destroy and satellite your name and all that. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop satelliting and destroying our people, man. I'm being funny. It was a video where it's
Cap. No, I get what you're saying.
You know, okay. No, but for real, you know, like it's
a crazy. Go ahead. Okay. Now it's a crazy thing that you're saying that, because women, brothers, we out there, you know what I'm saying, brothers, we lost, you know what I'm saying, they out there shooting each other, this and that, but you women out here are taking away our babies too. Y'all taking these babies to the abortion clinics, man, and y'all unaliving probably more children than the men are shooting brothers down off in the street. So y'all play a part in this too. I don't want them to take away from that, like they ain't doing. It's just us out here because we rah because we being masculine, we being men. You know what I'm saying? I agree with always put the guns down, but hey man, y'all gotta stop having abortions. Y'all gotta stop doing that too. Y'all gotta find out, if you lay with a man, you stay with a man. You know what I'm saying? You have that baby, you get it on. You know what I'm saying, Cap? It's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all women play a big part in this too. Cap, so I want to get into what you were saying. It says going into this thing again, and when you said that lady said she's sorry, but she's not sorry. It says a criminal complaint filed at Butler County Area 2 court states that Harris also knowingly caused serious harm to other victims whose names are redacted, striking the person in the face with a fist. Harris then broke down and locked the bedroom door after firing a handgun through the bedroom door multiple times. So she's busting at them. She's like, boom, 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 she get it on. Authorities say that Harris was quickly named as the main suspect, and several witnesses identified her, the detective, as a shooter. Well, they identified her as a shooter. She fled before deputies arrived, but was taken into custody a short time later. When asked why did she do it, she told deputies that was not my grandbaby. Sorry, not sorry.
You
Whoa.
said it wasn't a grandbaby?
Yeah, she said when asked if she did it, she told the deputies that's not my grandbaby. Sorry, but not sorry.
Damn. So
Yeah.
what do you mean by that? But was the child not like biologically hers? Or what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So she may be saying like, damn, this not my grandbaby.
Oh, yeah. I mean, damn,
This not my
that's the baby though. Like, come on, huh? Dang.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. And see, this is what women are doing. Like, this is a diabolical thing, though. This is what women are doing. Like, we talk about men and how men do things every day, but you have women out here that actually are doing crazy psychotic things. Like, this is crazy and psychotic to me.
Right.
For you to a baby. I mean, we don't condone violence on anybody. Out of mind, you already know how we go and how we roll with
Right.
that. But for you to take a baby, to take your anger and aggression out on a baby, yeah, it got to be something deeper than that. But she said she's sorry, but she's not sorry. Wow, that is wild to me. That's super wild. You know what I'm saying? That's super wild. So we can keep rolling. We can keep rolling out of one. You got anything you want to interject? You anything? We gonna keep going.
I just got to. I'll just mention mine real quick. I want you to be sure. But I had got that article where um, the Uber driver had unalived the I believe he was Ishmaelite, and he turned around and unalived the sister when he seen her. You know what I'm saying? He wanted her so bad. She's a beautiful sister, very attractive. You understand? She actually was a stripper. That's something else that we got to clean up too. You know, it's all of our sisters and stripping on the pole, and brothers going to go see sister strip on the pole. We got to turn around and fix all of that as well. You know, but the sister, you know, of course, she had a nice body, looking good. Turned around and got a ride from the Uber, and the dude was making advances, telling her how bad he wanted her and all of this. She, of course, rejected him, and then he ended up snapping out. Drove her to like wood area. Ended up RAP. You know what I'm saying? He ended up RAP at the sister, and then left her for dead. You understand? He shot her in the face. She actually ended up. He told the sister went in on him as he was doing. I don't even understand this case. This is insane to me. But he admitted that during the rape, you understand, she had told him, I guess, look, with that little ass penis of yours or something. You know what I'm saying? She went in on him behind what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't take that, and he ended up shooting the sister in her head, man. Blew her brains out. Whoa. That, yeah, she had already rejected, and then, she went in on, I guess, on his manhood, and he couldn't take it. He said that's why he did that. And my thing is this, is that, I mean, that right there, first off, there are all women out there, I'm sure, that will probably be with you. for some money, right? You don't have to unalive or force yourself on no woman for no sex. The women, they'll give it to you. You understand? And I'm not advocating, just random sex or anything like that. I'm just making a point. It's out there happening. And all you gotta do is just ask them for it and they'll give it to you if they want to give it to you. And this dude ended up doing this all while he in the ride share. All while the ride is going, huh? As if he's not being tracked, as if what I'm saying, it's not the map isn't showing where he ended the trip at. This fool ended the trip in the woods, you know what I'm saying? And then turned around and forced himself on his sister, then got his feelings hurt, and then blew her brains out. And admitted to that, man. We got some serious issues going on, huh? We got some serious issues. And the only thing that's going to fix that is for our people, from Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, to come and get in the truth. We got to get fixed out there. Right. You've been up under all of this oppression for all of these years. You've been under these religions for all of these years. You've been destroyed. And now here we are, we're destroying ourselves. We doing stuff like that. The brother just read the story about the grandmother talking about, hey, I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. That ain't none of my grandbaby anyway. That's insane. For almost unaliving a child. Like, for you to even say that is ridiculous. And that is heartless as can be. And then here you got this nut turning around and forcing himself on the sister, and then get his feelings hurt, and then turn around and unalive, all because of what she said. Like this is great, So like I said, our people, we got the solution to these problems, and the only thing that's gonna fix that is if you come and you get in the truth and you serve Christ. You have to keep the Most High's law. That's the only way to do it. This is why we have these problems that we have. This is why you steady looking for the solution when the solution is here. The solution is right here, but the majority of our people don't want to do it. They'd rather be nasty. You understand? Force themselves on a woman versus getting you a wife. They would rather strip at the club talking about they trying to, make a better life for themselves and their kids versus just struggling to get a job. Like, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Don't be letting men throw money at your booty all because you claim you're tired of being poor or broke, or you need bills paid, kids need clothes, or whatever. Now, you understand? That sister is no longer here. That brother is going to go to prison. That baby got shot in the eye. Like, oh. That means for the rest of her life, only 6. The baby is only 6.
6 months. 6 months. He ain't 6. He's 6 months.
Oh, baby, hold on. Yeah. I thought it was a 6-year-old baby. This
she's 6 months. 6 months.
Yeah. Come on, that's even worse. Man, that's even worse, huh?
Yeah, that's horror. That's horror in our hoods, man. That is crazy to me.
That's absolute. Man, I thought the child was 6, and you just said it's 6 months.
She was 6 months out of 1. 6 months. No lie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, now we're gonna keep rolling out of 1 because we're gonna keep bringing out, what I'm saying, the horrors in the hood, man. Like you said, Cap, you ran it down. Like I said, man, that's a whore in the hood, man. A grandmother. She's right. Like, this is not my baby. Then she done man. She couldn't get rid.
She ain't no grandma.
Yeah, she ain't no grandma, right?
ain't my grandma.
Yeah, they ain't my grandma. I wouldn't want no grandma like that. That's crazy.
Man, you heard me? Well, my grandma used to love me.
Hey, look, my grandma used to whip me. My grandma loved me so much. She's maybe go pick that switch out. Go get that switch out there. You.
Hey, man had me go get some of them off the tree too. Well, that was like the walk from hell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did not want to go get that damn. I mean, just think
Sweet.
about it. You picking out what you finna get whooped with. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a,
I was slow in the mud, boy. And my grandma, boy, hurry up, buddy. Yes.
well, I'm too busy trying to find the spot to switch. What are you talking about?
I had all kind of excuses. Oh man.
Nah, that's a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man. That's hard in the hood, Cap. That's hard in the hood. That's hard in the hood, Cap. And then we can run it all day because that's hard. And then you got look, it's another whore in the hood, Cap. And I know you definitely got something to throw in on this one right here, man. I don't want to. It says mom shot and killed outside of Georgia. Outside Georgia courthouse by stalker husband, who then shot himself after the divorce hearing. This brother shot this sister when she came out the courthouse. He gave it to her because they broke up. She wanted to divorce him. She wanted to divorce him, man. This brother came and just did his thing, Cap. Like that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
I saw that article too. What was the reason behind this?
The reason, hold on, let me see. It says
but was this what did you say it was somebody else? She was seeing somebody else, or he was just still hurt by it? Or matter of fact, maybe he unalive. He killed himself, didn't
he? Yeah, he probably yeah.
Yeah, he no story on it. Yeah, he probably ain't get no story.
Yeah, no, so I give you kind of like a
come on with it. Yeah, because I know it was like I said, I read a little bit of it, but I didn't get all the way to it. But I know that I knew that he had shot her. I didn't hear that he had shot himself. And then, like I said, I knew it was because of a divorce, so I was waiting to get back to the article to check and see was it, something like he wanted her, she didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to go through with it. That's something else that, I'm not using this as an excuse, but divorcing is something that we should absolutely not do. Divorce is something that we should not do. It absolutely destroys the relationship. And look, this is what it can lead to in a lot of cases. Brother, I just heard this same thing. I had to tell another cat in another room on Clubhouse, mine, right? This brother, his woman just broke up with him. And boy, he in the room crying.
I know he cried.
What he's doing, I'm like, brother, like this definitely ain't gonna get the woman back. I mean, I don't
right.
He tried to convince her, he's screaming and yelling. I said, brother, you sound like you so mad.
You sound like a chump.
You might hurt this woman, man. I said, you might want to stay away from her, bro. And the dog was like, she don't want she done. And he stayed begging, pleading, and screaming and yelling and all of that. That right there, breaking up will absolutely create a problem for both the people involved. Because nobody actually likes breaking up and divorcing.
Right.
And if it was children, I don't think it was any children in the brother's case. But yeah, I don't think he had no kids with her. But just saying, if you have children in a divorce situation, it affects them too. Because they want, my mama ain't with my daddy no more. Why I can't see my daddy? Why I can't see my mom? Why, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times the kids end up blaming themselves for the breakup. Okay. So you got a lot of stuff going on. And then right here you go, two people divorcing, and this brother unalive the woman and himself. Like that right there is crazy. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that brother in that room today, that's the kind of vibe I was getting from him.
Ooh wee, Cap. Ooh wee.
Absolutely. I was getting the same vibe from him. I told him, I said, brother, you might want to calm down, man. I said, because if you wouldn't, I said, first off, y'all shouldn't even be putting y'all relationship on
On
this.
the table, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't
why
do
you
that.
bring, and then he did. Ain't nothing worse than an emotional man. Dealing with an emotional woman is already a
Yeah,
headache.
right.
Dealing with an emotional man.
Yeah.
OMG, boy, you better watch out. Everything
You're right,
in
yeah.
the world will stop moving, all at the hands of this emotional man. I'm telling you. Men being emotional, no, that's, oh my God. And can't control. And then as I'm listening, I'm hearing him say, this was the only way I could get your attention. That's what women do.
No, nigga, hold on, wait. He said that's the only way.
Yes, that's what he said. I said, brother, that's what women do. Women do that kind of stuff. And men don't do that. You know, this is not masculine at all, brother. And man, I mean, he was seriously crying. He was hurt. And that woman turned around and she was like, because another sister asked her, he said, so what are you prepared to do? Are you done? Or can y'all work it out? Or what? She was like, I'm done. Like, just let it go. Let it go. Like, you not gonna, choke her or make her want to, okay, daddy, I'll stay. You understand? That ain't what happened.
Right. You can't choke a woman to submission.
You don't scream and yell at her out.
Yeah.
And then she gonna crawl back in them arms of yours. Like, come on, man. She gonna get back in one of them big old hairy arms of yours. And you dogged out. And then put it on blast. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, letting everybody on a social media app know your business.
Yeah.
I mean, and he went in. That brother went in. He was hurt for real.
But he always do. He a crybaby though. He definitely
is a crybaby. And that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff that we done been through, man, that made us weak. It made black men weak, beat us down to powder, boy, to where we chumps like this, right?
Nah, I could say, Cap. I could say, like I cooked the video with you and the dude. When you was going out, when you was saying your shit, you know what I'm saying. When you was going off saying whatever you was saying, the dude tried to come in and say, "Oh, he was raised by his mama," and you was like, "Nigga, who the hell are you talking to? Like, you don't know who you talking to." And you checked him and clearly checked him. He couldn't say nothing else. And I thought that was a powerful thing because that's where masculinity stands in.
He said, I was raised by my mom.
Huh?
He said, I was raised by my mama alone.
No, he was just trying to throw a shot. He was trying to throw a shot and say, you can tell he ain't been raised by no. I posted it on Facebook, Cap. It's on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, but I was just trying to remember the conversation.
You check that nigga. You check that nigga super quick.
That's what he was saying about me.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you ain't been raised by no man." And you check the nigga super quick.
Oh, yeah, he tripping. I had my father and my stepfather in my life. He tripping.
Yeah,
and
you check. Cap, you check the nigga super quick. He shut up after that.
But you know what though? What's sad about a lot of men don't have that experience. I feel bad for them because a lot of them grow up being emotional like their mothers.
Yeah.
A lot of them respond to situations like their mothers. And a lot of women in some cases they force that on these sons, right? So if you ever see the son, especially the son, especially them, but the daughters do it too. I kind of can expect for the girl to follow the mother. I can expect that. But the son do it, boy do. Oh man, you better watch out. But whenever you're talking about my mom, my daddy, and my mom, that mother put that in that boy's head.
Right.
All that white ain't play no games, okay? All that white wasn't no chump. And she wasn't trying to raise no chump. She didn't try to raise me to be soft and hate my daddy and all. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do it.
No,
she didn't do it. And I didn't even let her do it. You understand? I made sure that I spent plenty of time with my daddy and my father's side of the family. They broke up when I was, I think 2 or 3, somewhere up in there. They
Mhm.
or of course, my daddy had other women. My mama couldn't take it. She called herself going to approach my daddy about all these women he got. You understand? There go, oh,
Yeah.
she got in her feelings, got the arguing, this and that. I'm done. I'm done too. All right. You know what I'm saying? They ended up breaking up. And
Right,
then
right, yeah.
after that, he was still in my life. I knew who he was till day he damn died. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand what these cats be talking about. You understand? To just say certain things like that. But my mother, just her by herself, was not trying to raise me like what other kids get raised like. You understand? To force all this soft stuff on these boys.
Right.
We actually had that conversation. And my mother told me when I was about 11 that she didn't want me to be no punk. You understand?
Yeah,
So
right. Yeah, right. Hey, most high
I
Christ. You ain't no punk right here, man.
I appreciate my mama for
Yeah.
not raising no punk because a lot of women they do, and in some cases it's not intentional. That's just the woman's nature. That's why the
Mhm.
child needs the mother and the father. Need both of you. You understand? They need to see how the mother deals with the father. They need to see the mother respecting and reverencing the father. They need to see that. That's how they learn how to do it. You know, like the video I played at one time when when the brother said, "Mama, that tripping. Somebody want me to clean the gutters and cut the grass and do something." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Wait a minute, hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I
What?
remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
She
right
got
though.
what? Wait a minute, hold on. Don't talk about your father like that. You're like, we
Yeah.
ain't here. Said, I don't care. I'm here. Mama went in on me. You understand? You don't do that. That's not how you do that. And that's the type of role that our sisters need to be taking. Instead of trying to break up with the damn man, learn to stay with him.
Mm,
Learn to
mm.
stay with the man so you can
Whoa.
raise better damn kids. Look at what we got going on right here.
Mm,
This woman was not raised right. That shot her damn grandbaby and her family
mm.
member.
Yeah.
This dude, this Uber driver, this brother was not raised right. You
Mm.
understand? The sister, her stripping. Now she didn't do anything to get forced. So I'm not talking about that, but the way she lived her life, things she was doing, she wasn't raised right. You understand? To
Yeah,
make
Cap,
those
Cap, you got Cap. I mean, shit, you rolling, Cap, you rolling, but you got to add on that too. This brother, man, shot a woman outside of a federal courthouse,
that
and
too,
then shot himself, man.
that too,
The
that
the
too.
the the mental state that the brother have to even go do that. You know what I'm saying? And then
Now,
if you know the word is if I can't have you, nobody can have you. And you go do that, you go unalive a sister just because you feeling off of your emotions, man. That's horror in the hood. This is horror, man.
yeah,
This is straight horror, cat. Like that's crazy
I
to me.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? I like bliss. I want bliss in the hood. I want many. I want you know what I'm saying? I want good things to happen in the hood, man. I don't want to take a woman out just because you feel some type of way, man. But that's what this brother was going through, man.
Right.
That's why this situation is so. I mean, that's why this topic is a good thing to talk about because it's horror in the hood, man. We do have horrors, man, and we got to stop it. We got to stop that thing, man. Ti and Bootsy when they told their kids, man, put them guns down, man. Like we destroying our neighborhoods off of little simple stuff that we think is cool.
Right. Right.
Other people are looking at us like, oh, this what they do? They can do this shit all day, but we can't do it. Because you know what? You gonna be on a federal indictment or something. You know what I'm saying? So Man, we gotta stop that, man. The whore in the hood, man. We gotta kill that, man. We gotta kill it. So, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, but boy, I'm telling you, that crime rate. You remember when I read it those 2 times, all those different calls that they had made, all the different not calls. I'm sorry, the different crimes that had happened in 1 week here in St. Louis, brother. That's stuff astronaut. 500. It was 560 something crimes that happened in the hood here in St. Louis in 1 week. Brother,
That's crazy.
Is insane.
That is crazy.
Insane.
Whoa, that is crazy, out of one for real.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I said, crazy. we got white people that's oppressing us enough. Why are we doing this to each other? Why haven't we snapped out of it and said, "Oh, wait a minute, hold up. I don't think I should be selling you drugs." You understand?
Yeah.
I don't think I should be domestically violent towards you. I don't think I should turn around and defile your children. You understand? We shouldn't be doing any of that.
Sure.
Especially to each other. We got rules against it. We got laws against those type of crimes. And I ain't talking about our oppressors' laws. I'm talking about the Most High. The laws of God that was given to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. Guess what? We're supposed to be following those laws. And in those laws are our moral. How we treat one another is in those laws. You don't have to. I was in a room to where
I already know you finna get popping, Cap. I already know you finna get popping. This is crazy.
I'll make this one quick. They turned around and they were saying that we needed some new rules.
I already know where you going. I already know where you going.
That old stuff that we've been following and all that, it ain't working. I said, this is the thing. We haven't been following those rules.
Right. Exactly. I already know you
it's not. It's a wonderful thing to have laws, statutes, and commandments that will work and they old and ancient as dirt. You understand? No. Those dirt on the ground. And it worked back then, and it will work right now today. If we would turn around and just keep them, if we would learn to treat our brothers and our sisters like we treat ourselves, man, look at what the black community would look like. It would actually look like Mr. Rogers' table. You know how he turn around and take off his shoes on the show? It would be a beautiful day in our neighborhood.
Right.
Love each other like we loved ourselves. You understand? Because Negroes show no love they damn self, but when it comes to another black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, oh, they don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Even that cop in that room today said that. Right? He said he don't care nothing about nobody else. All he cares about is himself and his family. And that's what our yes, that's what our oppressor has done to us, man. That way of thinking, that's how they think. They don't care about nobody but themselves. And now you using it, and here you are, a cop. And check this out. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you get it. The brother. They put spotlight. It was another brother put some spotlight on him being a crooked cop, right? And he pulled it out, and he was correct because the brother had admitted to him profiling. You understand, our people. He profiles his own people. That is how they train black police officers to do what they do. They look at black people and say, "Oh, this guy's tough." They don't have any tail lights. One sister was on the stage. She said the officer had called in her plate wrong, and accused her of stealing a vehicle. He read the wrong plates to the dispatch, and it turned around and was ready to haul this sister off the jail, had her out the car, handcuffed, and all of that. And the only thing that saved her was the damn other cops that showed up in the dispatch, and then them finally getting her information right. Right? But this brother said he ain't give a damn about nobody but himself. The brother even pulled it out, and he said yes, that he profiles people, he did this and do that. And he said, well, damn. The brother said, hey, you part of the problem too. You a crooked cop yourself. And do you know what this brother's response was? Was that he don't care. Either you fuck with me or you don't. That's what he said. I said, oh my God. Now, America and their police force has really destroyed this brother.
Yeah.
It has really destroyed him to where that was his answer. That was his answer. The brother had him in the chokehold. I ain't gonna lie, he had him in the chokehold. When he caught him up on all the stuff he was saying. And how he said, you cop your damn self. He just as crooked as the white crooked cops.
Yeah,
you follow them. Yeah.
You
and so
too,
and turned around and said, you fuck with me or you don't. That was his answer. I said, oh my God. This is the type of black police officers that we have on the damn force.
Right.
It's them that's gonna turn around and do you like the white officer do, or stand there and watch the white officer hurt you, and won't even stand up and say, "Hey, you."
They're gonna do worse because they gotta prove a point.
Yeah. That's great. I just thank God I ain't no cop.
Yeah,
I thank God I ain't.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it.
I thank God. I thank the Most High, man, that I'm in the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? Just to have the understanding, man, and have brothers to lead me and guide me. Like these people don't have no guidance, man. They don't have anything. They just shoot out the wheel. You know what I'm saying? I ask people all the time, where'd you get your morality from? Where your morals come from? You know what they say? You can talk to the nigga the Egyptology to whatever they come from, their morality comes from the Bible. And they don't even follow it. Y'all dumb, that's stupid. I'm just gonna follow the Bible, man. I'm gonna follow the Lord, man. I'm gonna follow the brothers above me. That's it, man. I don't know what that's what niggas talk about. So like
right. Yep. So yeah, we got to turn around and choose kindness when we dealing with one another. We can't treat each other like our oppressor treats us.
Right.
You know, we shouldn't get mistreated, right, by these people and then turn to each other and then take out our anger and our frustration on one another.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We should see that our oppressor is the reason why our community lacks, jobs and businesses, and basic essential stores. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know, they take the money from the hood and they fuel and pump it to white neighborhoods. That's why their neighborhoods are so outstanding, because they drain the hood dry, and then they say, "Well, look at how these people live. Look at these people."
They got gentrification. They're joining the hoods that they didn't even want to be in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they know what they know what they're doing. Put the drugs in the community, like right here, in the city on the west side of St. Louis, where our school is here. This city right here, boy, they have more drugs flowing through this area. It's insane. And damn near all of the buildings are lapidating. They boarded up, windows busted out, they falling down, trees growing out the damn house. You understand?
Right.
Like these houses here in the city have been abandoned so long. They got trees growing out the damn house. You understand? You can ride past some of these houses and some of them that they didn't knock down, brother. It was weeds growing outside the window. You understand? Not growing in, going out. So, like I said, it's a terrible, terrible thing that's been happening to us, and for us to turn around and take and want to take that frustration, want to, oh, since I'm broke, I'm gonna sell you something, or since I ain't got no money, I'm gonna see you with a job and think your pockets is full and get what you got out your pockets. You know what I mean? All of that kind of stuff. We got to stop all of that, and the solution is brotherhood, man. The ISUPK is the cure for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Damn right, sir.
You scared of a vaccination? Guess what? You better come here and get this shot. You better come here and get this shot before it's too late. You understand? You might not be able to get no. We got plenty of vials, okay? We got plenty of vials for all of our people. We ain't gonna never run out. All right? We ain't gonna never run out of supplies.
Right.
We got unlimited supplies, okay? But you better come before it's too late, man. That's all you gotta do is come and get in the gas, man, and actually serve the Lord. I'm off of it.
Hey, Cap, look, man, we coming up on time. I think we like 3 minutes over, man. Heavy podcast. You know how we do it all the time. STATL Connect. We always bridging the gap, man. Waking up our people, trying to show our people this is what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and you should get into ISUPK, man. If you're not, hey, man, I don't know what you're gonna do, but hey, look, Cap, you know what I'm saying? We're doing it once again. Shit. Hey, look. Coming up, we did the STATL connection today. You know what I'm saying? We got To the Harder Way coming up on Friday. Y'all tune into that. You know what I'm saying? And we got Sharpen the Sword Radio always going down every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? This is Sharpen the Sword replaces your Christian church, man. Tune into Sharpen the Sword, man. Don't go to church, man. Tune into Sharpen the Sword. So now, Cat, we got it going, man. The water, sir. You know what I'm saying? The water for everything you do for me. The water for everything you do for the community. You know what I'm saying? So with that, hey, Cat, we're gonna get up out of here. One thing I will say is shalom, sir.
Shalom, everybody.